Today I wanted to just discuss what's been going on with my mental health and stuff. So I haven't really done a update on that in a while. Like a long while actually. So basically in 2019, during December, like a week before Christmas, I hit my head passing out at a store and was fairly concussed. It took a while to get to the hospital and everything because the hospital was really busy, so the store had to find a wheelchair and bring it down to get me into the car. And basically what had happened was it had gotten really hot that day all of a sudden because it was summer, and I had dressed too warmly. I also hadn't eaten very much yet, and I did have breakfast, I just hadn't had much. I got a lift down from my mum down to the store because I didn't like walking over the bridge. So I did that, and then yeah, my card wasn't working to pay for everything, so I ended up passing out and hitting my head. I did end up still getting the stuff. They were nice enough to help me out with that. But yeah, for the next week afterwards, my head was sore and bruised. And even after that, I still wasn't feeling much better. I'd get dizzy just going outside and stuff, and I wasn't sure why. So I went and had a MRI scan to try to figure, not an MRI scan, a brain scan to see if there was any damage to my head, why I would still be any dizzy and stuff. Because I had another incident in IGA where I almost passed out as well, and that's like close to my house, so I just went there and to go get a few things, and yeah, there was no reason for me to be dizzy, I just was, and then I had to sit on the floor and they brought me some water. It was embarrassing. That was a while after the fire, the Australian fire, bushfires, and the before, you know, way before COVID though. And then I started training once a week, and then I would have days where I just wouldn't feel well, so I was having a lot of days where I wasn't going in, and that was about the time COVID started. And then when I wasn't going in as much, and then I started going to a doctor, and we were trying to figure out why. So I had a blood test done, and I was told I had low iron, and we also figured out that I have anxiety and panic attacks. And yeah, so whenever I'd go into stores and stuff, I would start getting dizzy and feel like I was going to pass out again like I did in 2019. And then I started, my doctor and me discussed going on an antidepressant, so I started on that, and that helped. And then I started also seeing a therapist once a fortnight to try to help my anxiety, and that's been helping a lot. I still see her, of course, go in once a week and try to get to the roots of all the problems. Turns out there is a lot. We've been making some real breakthroughs lately. Figured out that two of my exes were very emotionally manipulative towards me. I mean, one of which cheated on me and blamed me for it, and the other one was abusive and made me feel like it was my fault. So yeah, that caused a lot of trigger for me. Anyway, so I laugh when I'm nervous. And then so the antidepressant dosage I'm on is pretty light, because I asked for, I didn't want to be put on too strong a dose. I did go off it for about 4 months, but my panic attacks got a lot worse. I think it was, yeah, when COVID flared up again in my state, because we hadn't had it here for a while, and I did notice that it was causing me a lot of panic attacks too, as it did to a lot of people. Of course, I'm not just saying it was just me or anything, because it wasn't by far. I had a lot of family members also put on antidepressants about 4 or 5 weeks. There were, oh, maybe not that many. I think it was 3. Anyway, or some discussing it anyway, and I think it was 1 on antidepressants. I don't know. It was some numbers were seeing therapists, some were on antidepressants. I can't remember, but it's not really important. Yeah, I applied for a new payment with Centrelink and the disability support, because I wasn't getting that prior, because I only had been diagnosed with PDD. But Centrelink told me that because my panic attacks were so bad and everything, I probably could get it. So I started applying, but yeah, it turns out I need a whole heap of forms and stuff gathered. So I had my NDIS support worker help me out with that, and we went to my doctor and asked her to help me. So she contacted all my old doctors and specialists and got all the old reports from them. And then I found out that I was fully diagnosed with ADD, minor ADD, but still ADD, as well as my tic disorder and my PDD, which is pervasive developmental disorder. Technically I'm considered high functioning, but I do have bad days where I just can't concentrate or really do much. I just feel all emotional and stuff, like or really sad or really angry or anxious. I'll get frustrated easy and stuff. It's all part of my PDD that I understand anyway. I do have a lot of trouble with memory and stuff. My therapist and me have been discussing a lot of that. A lot of how like people usually remember things compared to how I do. It's been quite different, but in some ways. Yeah, oh, and a while ago some people started noticing my tics have reduced, and yes, that is true. My tic disorder has reduced a lot. It still plays up if I'm like really anxious and stressed, but yeah, I've become pretty relaxed moving out here. I see my family when I can, because I live alone now. Well, I have for, oh god, it's been 4 years. I've been living alone for 4 years. I've been catching up with friends and stuff as well, which has been nice. And yeah, so my tics have reduced a lot. Some of them have changed a bit. The blowing on my hands tic has become interesting when wearing the masks, because I'll try, my brain will want to do it, but then I won't really be able to feel it on my hands. So then I'll just do a different tic instead. It's just really weird. Yeah, and yeah, I've been taking a lot of breaks from gaming, just sitting and watching Netflix and stuff on my TV in my bedroom. I find that relaxing. I've been spending a lot of time playing Pokemon Go. Like if I have to go out to town or something, I'll play on it. Or if I have my bus rides or whatever to do to get to places. To get to training, it's like 2 buses and then 2 buses back. It's a bit annoying, but yeah, I can play some. There's plenty of Pokestops and gyms along the way. So it helps me to stay relaxed, I find. Because prior to getting my new phone last year, I was just having a lot of anxiety and panicking on the bus, but getting it's been pretty nice. And yeah, I mean, I like Pokemon Go because it's fun too. Yeah. We want to go like that. What else? See, I have anxiety and panic attacks. So ADD and my PDD. I have been questioning if there might be another disability I have that was never fully diagnosed for me. I'm sure I'll go over that with my therapist at some point. We've been working a lot on my memories and trying to heal the ones that are kind of traumatizing me. Some. And things have been working out okay for me. Actually, really pretty good actually. And they accepted me for the disability support pension as well. So I've been able to eat a bit better now and keep my iron levels up better. And yeah, I bought the TV and stuff. So that was nice. And yeah, things are going well for me. I've been pretty relaxed lately. Some days I'll still have down days where I feel like depressed or anxious, but I'll just sit on the bed and do some deep breathing and try to just have a nice meal or have a nap. Yeah, I have actually started taking a lot of naps now when I get anxious or distressed. I was concerned that it might be unhealthy for my mental health just to nap every time that I was feeling down, but really it's been doing great for me. I feel all energized again afterwards. And yeah. I've also been having a nice hot bath each night as well, which I find is nice and calming. And it helps me sleep a lot. Yeah. So I'm doing pretty well, but yeah, there has been a lot happen over these last couple of years since the last update on my mental health, which has been interesting. I didn't realize it had been so long since the last one. Yeah. I'll try to do other updates and discuss my disabilities more and stuff when I think of things to discuss about them, if you guys want to hear more. But yeah, I think that's enough for today. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing from me, and yeah, subscribe if you want to hear more from me, I guess.